You are Locked On Red Sox POSTCAST, part of Locked On Sports Boston, on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, Cutter Crawford deserved better. You can make an argument that Crawford pitched well enough to win on Saturday. Sox bats silenced by Zac Gallen and the Arizona bullpen. Sox avoid being blanked for the first time in a long time. Got a run in the ninth inning, but now need a win on Sunday in order to avoid being swept at home by the red-hot Arizona Diamondbacks. With that, we welcome you to our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime play-by-play announcer, Major League Baseball on ESPN Radio, college baseball on the ESPN networks, Longhorn Network, ACC Network, SEC Network, 10 years in the minors, national show host on ESPN Radio and satellite radio, and a guy with a dangerous amount of useless baseball information. We are providing reaction every Red Sox game on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel, as well as the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, which you know is free and available wherever you get your podcast. Our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast, we're going to discuss the Sox bats going to sleep. They're in a slumber. They're in a collective funk. Bats have to wake up. 34 games left in the regular season, and for me, it's getting really hard to believe that this team is going to turn it around right now, especially since they have not shown the ability to win consistently at Fenway Park. We want to hear from you, our everydayers and our first-timers. Join the conversation. Watching live on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel, hit us up in the comments section. Join the Sox conversation. You can also hit us up on the X, formerly known as Twitter, at Lennox on Baseball, with questions, comments, or concerns. Our latest episode of the Locked On Red Sox postcast is brought to you by Supply House. SupplyHouse.com is a reliable way to get parts fast. Shop for your next plumbing, HVAC, or electrical job and get fast shipping, that is, from coast to coast at SupplyHouse.com. Again, SupplyHouse.com. Well, ninth inning, Sox down 4-0, base hit. Yoshida crashes one off the Green Monster. Sox get a run in the bottom of the ninth inning against Paul Sewald, but nothing else. Avoid being shut out for the sixth time this year. You can say that's a positive. You can say Cutter Crawford going 5 innings and giving up 2 earned runs deserve better. Crawford's outing, a positive. But the individual positives right now are not enough. This has to be a collective. You need the pitching from the starter, the bullpen. You need the defense, and you need the offense. And the Sox, 2 hits in the ninth inning, a single and a double, 3 hits the previous 8 innings, all singles. No hits allowed by Zac Gallen over the first 4 innings. Gallen is a terrific pitcher. He is. But again, the Red Sox are making these starting pitchers, when they've had success, June, into July, into the first parts of August, they've gotten the starting pitchers out of the game. They've worked counts. Gallen was terrific. 6 scoreless, ended up by getting a double play ground ball in the 6th inning. Struck out 9 along the way. Again, taking nothing away from Zac Gallen. But the Red Sox right now, collectively as an offense, there's not a lot there. 13 strikeouts, 0 for 4 strikeouts for Tristan Casas. He had the day off on Thursday, but maybe, just maybe, he needs a day off and out of the lineup. I've said that with Duran. Duran got 2 games with a suspension. Casas right now, back home for the first time since coming off the injured list on the last road trip in Baltimore. But the bats right now as a whole, it's not just on Tristan Casas, it's overall. And I like Devers in front of Casas more. And Devers, not a lot of RBIs here in the month of August. As the Sox go, as Duran, Devers go, so do the Red Sox. Tyler O'Neill's at bat has been out of the lineup. Where is he? Illness, infection in the knee, in the calf. Now an irritation or an infection in the 4th finger on his left hand. Maybe back in there on Sunday in the finale. But the Sox drop a series for just the second time in their last 8 series, both at home. Swept a few weekends ago at Fenway by the Houston Astros. Astros dominated that series. So far, right now, through the first two games, the Diamondbacks have pretty much done the same thing against the Red Sox. They haven't trailed in the series over 2 games and 18 innings. And with the loss, again, this team is not – they've been consistently bad at home this year. 5 games under 500 for the 6th time this season. 5 games under 500 at Fenway Park for the 6th time this year. At no point this season have they been above 500 at home. At 500, just one time. 29-34 at home. 11 games over 500 on the road. 6 games over 500 overall with 34 to go. It's looking awfully hard. And you're not looking up at the Royals right now because the Royals are in front of the Twins. You're looking up at the Twins. Red Sox need help tonight from the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals and Twins continuing their series in Minneapolis. But just not enough offense. And Crawford, again, he went 5. But a series loss for the Red Sox. The bats, we'll have more numbers on the bats coming up a little later on in segment number 3 and numbers of the day. But this team can't put a big inning together right now. Since that 12-10 game in Baltimore, where's the offense been? Now, it's been Duran. It's been either early or late game heroics from Duran on the road in Houston. David Hamilton. But where's the 3-run home run when you get it? When you need it? Few and far between. Again, losing at home. We'll have more on that coming up as well. Cutter Crawford, 1-2-3 first inning, 8 pitches. Again, it's first 5. He's been terrific. Alex Cora didn't allow him to go out there for the 6th inning on Saturday. That tells you something. At first Nesson reference, Jonathan Papelbon with Kevin Youkilis and Dave O'Brien Saturday, he mentioned it early on. Crawford has had issues when he's gone into that 6th inning. It's not necessarily facing that 3rd time through the lineup. But Papelbon, I thought, made a great point. Are his legs going at that point in the game? I still think it's, sort of along the lines of, just kind of checking out. I've done my job through 5. No, get 6. Zach Kelly worked the 6th inning. Kelly, no problem. And Kelly, 4th straight scoreless outing. Hey, if you're with us on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channels, we're going live with our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast, talking about a 4-1 setback for the Red Sox at home against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Red Sox need a win on Sunday to avoid being swept by Arizona. You can hit us up in the comments section. Give us your thoughts. 3.5 right now. Right now it's 4. It could go back down to 3.5, but you need the Cardinals to beat the Twins tonight. But 34 games left. If it's 4.5 with 34 to go, that's going to be awfully hard. Andrew the GOAT. Sox are playing awful right now. No other way to sugarcoat it. Again, dealing with success. A successful 4-3 road trip. You win the finale against the Astros in Houston on Wednesday. You come home for an off day, and you've laid a goose egg over the first 2 games. Just, it's kind of baffling. It's absolutely frustrating. But it's baffling that this team right now can't win at home. And is it all of a sudden going to turn around on Sunday? You've got 5 games that are going to be decided Monday through this upcoming Thursday at Fenway Park. The suspended game against the Toronto Blue Jays Monday afternoon, Monday night game, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So you've got 6 games left. I want to see 4-2 or 5-1 starting Sunday. It needs to start. It needs to start. So the Diamondbacks, they've played well over the course of the last couple of weeks, and really it goes even before the All-Star break. But the Diamondbacks, the way they're playing right now, they're looking for a series sweep. They're not looking for a wild card in the National League. They're looking, and they're breathing down the necks right now of the first place LA Dodgers in the NL West. Dodgers kept the pressure on both San Diego and Arizona on Friday night, walking off with a grand slam from Shohei Ohtani. And Ohtani, stolen base, 40th on the season, grand slam, walk-off fashion, his 40th homer of the year, 40-40 season for Shohei Ohtani. But the Diamondbacks and Padres, they're not blinking. They want a division title. Diamondbacks want to get back to the World Series for a 2nd straight year. And the way they look right now, and again, I said it Friday night, they've got some bats that aren't in the lineup right now. Ketel Marte, Gabriel Moreno, Christian Walker. Those are 3 big bats that aren't in the lineup right now. But they just keep getting it done. Suarez, 2-run double against Crawford. Crawford taking the loss. Suarez, 7 RBIs in the series. And again, the Sox will look to get back on track. But they've lost the series, just their second series lost in their last 8, both at home. And if they lose on Sunday, they'll be swept in both of those series. Getting swept at home by the Astros, again, a couple of weeks ago. At bat of the day, and more on the strikeout totals for the Red Sox. Numbers of the night coming up as well a bit later on. Steve Lennox with you, Locked On Red Sox Postcast, Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel as well. Locked On Sports Network and the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Again, Locked On Sports, your team every day. Presented by Liquid IV. Summertime includes baseball, the hot dogs, the popcorn. You also want the ice cream and the popsicles. When you're taking in America's pastime, don't forget to hydrate with Liquid IV's Popsicle Firecracker flavor, a surefire summertime hit. Get hydrated with electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients from the #1 powered hydration brand in America, because baseball and summer go together like Liquid IV and indulgent hydration. Blast off with the iconic summer flavor of Popsicle Firecracker, a festive blend of citrus-fueled lemon, lime, tart cherry, and raspberry flavors. Find all your favorite flavors on the website, from acai berry, lemon lime, pina colada. Tear, pour, live more. 1 stick plus 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink. 8 essential vitamins and nutrients, always non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. No more thirsty summers when you indulge in hydration with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use code MLB at checkout. Again, 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code MLB at liquidiv.com. Locked On Red Sox Postcast, also sponsored by Supply House. Get supplies from the site that's made for the skilled trade. SupplyHouse.com. SupplyHouse.com is the reliable way to order plumbing, HVAC, and electrical products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product information to help you get the job done and get the job done right. Shop their complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from over 400 top brands and get your order delivered right to your door and fast shipping from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Get expert support and industry-leading service from the friendliest folks in the business and talk to a real person every time. Pros in the skilled trades get a competitive edge by joining SupplyHouse.com's free Trade Master program. Every Trade Master gets access to a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Join the thousands of trade pros already benefiting from their free membership at supplyhouse.com/TM and order plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies from anywhere with just a few clicks of the mouse at supplyhouse.com. So the Sox again take one on the chin. Drop a 4-1 decision, 35,528 at Fenway Park Saturday afternoon. Hey, if you're with us on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel, again, reminder, hit the comment button and join the conversation. Andrew does not think the Diamondbacks are going to catch up to the Dodgers. They're breathing down their necks right now, Andrew the GOAT. And, they're in good shape. They really are. I'd put their healthy right now, this point in the season, as we approach the end of August and hit Labor Day next weekend, Labor Day weekend, I'd put the Diamondbacks right there. I might even give them the edge in terms of starting pitching. The bullpen, I don't know enough about the Arizona bullpen. I've watched them the last 2 games, and they've done a nice job. Red Sox bullpen has been up and down. You had 2 straight outings, 8 1/3 shutout innings, and you thought, okay, they've turned the corner. Zac Gallen did a nice job in relief, worked a scoreless 6th inning, but then Arizona able to tack on against Lucas Sims and Brennan Bernardino, that in the 7th inning. The 2 combining for 4 walks. Bernardino walked 1 with the bases loaded, then unleashed a wild pitch, and that resulted in the 2nd run coming across in the Arizona 7th inning, at that point leading 4-0. within striking distance, but runners few and far between against Gallen and the bullpen over the first 7 and then the first 8 innings. So those 2 runs, instead of a 2-0 ball game, it's 4-0. And the way the Red Sox offense is right now, it's almost almost like it was a 7 or 8-0 ball game. Just felt like you were out of it. And that's the way the Red Sox have been. Falling behind a run, 2 runs, 3 runs at home at Fenway. On the road, you never think they're out of it. At home, it's like a 2-0 deficit is a 6-0 ball game. And it happened again on Saturday. And almost shut out for the first time. Their streak of consecutive games without being shut out, now it's 71. Last time they were shut out, late May at home against the Detroit Tigers. Yoshida had the RBI double in the 9th inning. And that was it. Sewald came back, got the job done, left Yoshida on base. 13 strikeouts total for the Red Sox. Just way too many strikeouts. And Mickey Gasper is a nice story. But I have a feeling, Gasper went 0 for 4 and struck out 3 times. I'm not putting it all in his lap. But when the lineup was posted on Sunday on social media, I looked at the lineup. I said, okay, Gasper is in the lineup against a right-hander. David Hamilton is out. And Romy Gonzalez can hit right-handed pitching. You're giving Gasper an opportunity to start a game, his first. And I kind of looked at that a little suspect. And then as we got closer to first pitch, I thought, you know what? It's not the time of the year to do it, but perhaps they started Gasper on Saturday because they know he's going to go down in the next couple of days. That was the thought that I had. Yes, he's your third catcher. And Connor Wong behind the plate on Saturday, D, if you're grading him. Brutal. And it's not just Connor Wong in Major League Baseball. You want to scroll through some Twitter or X feeds on X, former big leaguers, and the comments they make and the observations that they make about big league catchers right now. And Papelbon may have even said it. The ball's in the dirt. It's going to be a wild pitch. But a ball in the dirt, nowadays, these catchers don't block them. Run scores in that 7th inning to make it 4-0. No, that ball has to be blocked. There should be some absolutes. And Papelbon, imagine him on the mound for the Red Sox, Phillies, or Nationals, and a catcher presents and doesn't block a ball that we see almost day in, day out across Major League Baseball. He'd have a conniption. He'd go crazy. These balls aren't being blocked. The way they're setting up on the one knee or whatever, but the way they're presenting the glove and then going after the ball, no, you've got to get in front of the ball and smother it. You cannot let it go to the backstop. Catchers are trying to backhand balls down and in, whether they're in the dirt or just straight off the glove going to the backstop with left-handed batters up there. I've seen enough of it. Saw too much. Connor Wong struggled behind the plate on Saturday. Really did. And that 4th run was big. Even if you walk a runner in with the bases loaded the way Bernardino did, you don't give up that 4th run. Now, you get that run in the 9th inning, you've got the tying run at the plate. Didn't get there. Didn't have that opportunity in the 9th inning. But the catchers at the major league level nowadays, wow. And I haven't talked to him in a long time, but the Red Sox have a manager at Double-A, Chad Epperson, a former catcher. I would love to talk to him and pick his brain. Kyle Teal better come up. Defense is number 1 behind the plate. Learning the pitching staff, getting to know the pitching staff. He's your future catcher. Come up and block balls, smother balls. Do not let balls go to the backstop. And little things like that you start talking about because they're more noticeable, especially when you're losing, especially when you're losing at home, especially when you were right in the thick of things. And now all of a sudden, Red Sox, no doubt about it, on the struggle bus. Absolutely on the struggle bus. 5 games under 500 at Fenway Park. That baffles me. Sox have dropped 6 of their last 8 at home. That just absolutely baffles me right now. Diamondbacks, 16-5 in the month of August, 25-8 since the All-Star break, 26 wins now over their last 35. They were 7 under 500 at the end of May. They now have 49 wins since then. And they're playing well. They really are. Speaking of struggle bus, Scott Berry, the home plate umpire, Jonathan Papelbon on the Nesson broadcast made it known very early. Not a fan of Scott Berry. Inconsistent at the very best for Scott Berry behind the plate calling balls and strikes. But the at-bat of the day for me, bottom of the fifth inning, 2-on, Wilyer Abreu, check swing on a 2-strike pitch. Berry rings him up. No appeal. You're out. Inning over. 2 runners left on base. That was an opportunity right there for the Red Sox in that fifth inning. Wilyer Abreu, get on base. Then you've got the big bats, the 3, 4, 5 hitters behind you. Didn't happen. Abreu strikes out on a check swing. 2 runners left on base. Again, right now, 4 games behind the Twins for that third wild card. Twins and Cardinals underway. Actually underway already. I'm not scoreboard watching. I'm not looking at that one. When we go here, do a little post-production, put the podcast out, say goodnight. I'll look at the Cardinals-Twins later on tonight. I'm not paying attention to that until I know it's final. But that's what you're looking up at right now. And the Twins, the Royals, they haven't gone away. They haven't hit a funk. They could over the final, 5+ weeks of the regular season? They could. But you're looking at the Red Sox right now. Tomorrow, 6 games through Sunday and next Thursday. 6 games will be decided at Fenway Park. Can the Red Sox go 4-2? Now, again, I said it Friday night. They've responded multiple times. The theme right now over the last couple of weeks has been Godfather 3 quote. Every time I'm out, they pull me back in. Can they do that on Sunday? Can they take the finale against the Diamondbacks and pick up 2 wins on Monday against the Toronto Blue Jays? By the way, Blue Jays have been playing better of late. They've been playing winning baseball of late as well. Look ahead, Houck on the mound. Lucas Sims pitched on Saturday, so maybe he doesn't go back-to-back games. And Houck, if he leaves Sunday start with a lead, it won't be Lucas Sims coughing it up coming out of the bullpen. I say that tongue-in-cheek, but there's always truth in joking around, right? We know that. Numbers of the night, Houck, Merrill Kelly, pitching matchup on Sunday. News and notes on them when we continue. Locked On Red Sox postcast again. Locked On Sports Boston, your team every day. Presented by Tonal. When life gets busy, fitting in a workout can be stressful. With Tonal, you can get efficient workouts personalized just for you. They are available with the amount of time that you have available. Tonal is the world's smartest and most effective strength training system that helps you get stronger. Powered by AI, Tonal learns with every rep so you can deliver workouts personalized just for you, the individual. Tonal learns from your movement and provides suggested weight recommendations for every move with detailed progress reports. They even create personalized program and workout suggestions. I'm trying hard not to crack up here thinking of myself using Tonal. But let's read that sentence again. They even create personalized programs and workout suggestions and recommendations based on your individual goals. It's like having a personal trainer at home with you, as Tonal will optimize every workout just for you. Unlike traditional gym equipment, Tonal uses adaptive digital weight to advance your training techniques. From professional athletes to the mom of 3, Tonal is trusted by thousands who have become their strongest. Right now, Tonal is offering our listeners $200 off Tonal purchase with promo code LOCKEDONMLB. That's Tonal.com. Use promo code LOCKEDONMLB for $200 off your purchase. That's Tonal.com. Promo code LOCKEDONMLB for $200 off. All right, I think I have a couple of interesting numbers of the day coming up for you. Steve Lennox, Locked On Red Sox postcast, part of the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel, your team every day. Don't forget, we remind you once again, Locked On Patriots available, part of the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. And yes, the Locked On Patriots postcast is coming your way as well. Locked On Patriots. We've told you about Locked On Patriots before. Locked On Patriots with Mike Debate. Sunday, preseason finale against the Washington Commanders. Season opener on the road against the Cincinnati Bengals coming up on September 8th. You can keep up to date with the New England Patriots preseason with Mike Debate and Locked On Patriots. Again, the Locked On Patriots postcast with Cam Stewart is set to debut this Sunday. Cam will be live following the Pats' final preseason game. Again, Mike Debate has you covered with all of the Patriot preseason storylines. Locked On Patriots available wherever you get your podcast. So, numbers of the day, again, coming up in just a moment. I mentioned Mickey Gasper starting his first game on Saturday, took the collar, 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. Right now, the Red Sox 4 games behind the Twins for the third wild card spot, in the American League. It's going to be awfully hard. It'll be a great story, but it'll be awfully hard. The Red Sox managing 5 total hits. I'm thinking of Bob Uecker in Major League when he said we only got 1 bleeping hit. Well, the Red Sox had 5 base hits and a 4-1 loss on Sunday. Houck, Kelly, the pitching matchup, 2 right-handers on Sunday. To that in just a moment. But the Red Sox now have 9 or fewer hits. They've not collected 10 or more hits. Well, they've now gone 5 straight games without 10 or more hits in a game. 12 times now in the last 17 games for the Red Sox where they have not collected 10 or more hits. You need offense against the Diamondbacks. Best team, one of the best teams since the All-Star break, averaging, you kept them under their average, just 4 runs. But the Red Sox managing just 1 run, and that run came in the 9th inning on Saturday. Red Sox 5 hits. 10 or more hits now in just 5 games in their last 16. It's not going to get it done. 4 runs or less now, 11 times in the month of August. Not going to get it done. And strikeouts, well, that number continues to rise. Sox hitters striking out 13 times on Saturday. 6 straight games striking out 10 or more times. They've done that 14 times now in the month of August. The numbers aren't pretty. Eugenio Suarez, 5 RBIs Friday night, 7 in the series, 2-run double with 2 outs on Saturday. That in the 4th inning broke the scoreless tie against Cutter Crawford. So the Red Sox have some work and have their work cut out for them. Can they get there? I do believe they can. But Rich Hill, Liam Hendricks, Slayton, the bullpen, the time is now. And you're not getting Hendricks back at least for another week, probably more 10 days to 14 days. Hill, again, he's not a savior. Slayton can certainly help the bullpen. But right now, you got to put every single facet of the game, the offense, the pitching, the starters and the relievers, and the defense. They all have to come together. There cannot be that many more bumps in the road for the Red Sox, 34 games to go. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Next road trip through Detroit and New York against the Mets. Detroit's one of those teams that's just a pain in the neck right now. You're a team trying to contend. They're going to try to take the series. They're going to try to be a thorn in your side. The Mets are trying to go for a wild card spot in the National League. So that doesn't get any easier as well. Again, Tanner Houck gets the start Sunday. Houck's done his job. Bullpen is not behind him in his previous 3 outings. He's settled for no decisions. Corbin Carroll, 1 for 2, home run, 2 RBIs in his career against Tanner Houck. Perdomo, base hit in 2 at-bats. That base hit, a home run against Tanner Houck. Gino Suarez, 1 for 6, 3 strikeouts. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., 1 for 6 against Houck. His last win, July 11th, at home against the A's. Still using that note. I've used that note for a handful of starts now for Tanner Houck. Sox 13-12 in his 25 starts this year. 8 strikeouts last time out Monday against Houston. Left with a lead in 3 straight starts. In his last 3 outings, left the game with a lead twice. Lucas Sims has given it up. Sims, I hope, is either paid up or has told Tanner Houck, hey, I got to do something for you. Something. Dinner, Uber to the ballpark if you want to go by yourself, or I can pick you up, whatever you want. But again, Houck has deserved better, just like Cutter Crawford did on Saturday over his previous 3 outings. Merrill Kelly, Rafi Devers, 0 for 6 in his career against Merrill Kelly, a right-hander. Duran, 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. O'Neill, we'll see if he's in the lineup on Sunday. He's been sort of hit or miss, and more miss of late, not in the lineup for the Red Sox. He is 3 for 16, a double home run, 4 runs batted in, 7 strikeouts in those 16 at-bats against Merrill Kelly. That for Tyler O'Neill. O'Neill is 3-0 in his 6 starts this year. Missed time with a shoulder strain, 4 starts in March and April, just back recently. Last Sunday, took the loss, or took a no decision, but against Tampa Bay in St. Pete, Florida, Diamondbacks losing the game 8-7, and Kelly went 5 innings, gave up 6 earned runs, 8 hits total, and they touched him up for 1 home run as well. He's gone 5 innings in both of his starts since coming off the injured list. So get into the bullpen on Sunday. See what the Arizona Diamondbacks bullpen can do, or better yet, get to Merrill Kelly early on. Give Tanner Houck an early lead. Let him leave the ball game after 6 or 7 innings with at least a 3-run cushion. See if that can happen. Sox need wins, and they need to start stringing together wins. No better time to start than Sunday in the finale against the Arizona Diamondbacks. As always, we want to thank you, our subscribers to our Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Still building that number. Love that people join us on the podcast. Hit us up on the X if you'd like. Questions, comments, or concerns, things you want to see done better. And you can always participate as well. Hit me up at Lennox on Baseball on the X or in the comments section on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Don't forget, subscribe to the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel as well. A thank you and a tip of the cap to our sponsors, Liquid IV, Supply House, and Tonal. Our Locked On Red Sox postcast does follow each and every Red Sox game all season long. Right now, frustrating stretch. But like Andrew the Goat, if you want to come on here and vent, feel free. Just keep it clean. I know you will. We do thank you for making the Locked On Red Sox postcast your first listen every day. Again, free and available wherever you get your podcasts. Also live on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. And we do go live within minutes of the last out with our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. Locked On Sports Boston, the number one place to hang out immediately after every game. Locked On Sports, your team every day.